So everybody wants to know how to get a handle of their life. Everybody wants to be in control. Everyone wants to find a way to change, and that change obviously has to be for the better. So how do you basically turn your life around? How do you make bad things go away, and how do you bring in good things, right? So now everything that is good or bad is actually outside you, but everything that can affect that good and bad is within you. So what you need to do is you need to understand a few steps that can actually help you turn your life around, change it for the better, hopefully. So the most important thing in your life that you need to be aware of and take very good control of is the fact that everything happens now. Whatever you do today matters, because what you do today affects everything for the future. So you should not be worried about what happened in the past, whatever you did in the past. You should only think about today. So the first thing you do is to make sure that you start focusing on now. The second thing is that you have to realize everything changes. The good changes to bad, and the bad changes to good. So you need to realize change is a constant factor. So you need to be aware of it, and you need to be prepared for it. So everything has to change. Now, when you talk to successful people, they will always tell you that they have had bad patches in their life. They have had a very bad phase, they have had a bad journey. Nothing comes besides going through that whole bad phase. So when you're going through a bad phase, the one thing I can tell you is that you can tell yourself that that's because now you're heading for something good. So optimism usually helps in those situations. So if you plan to be successful, if you want to change your life, you need to realize that the one thing that will happen is that you'll have a few bad patches in your life. You need to have something that can make you move from the present to the future. But that movement, that direction, that change has to happen one step at a time. Don't take giant steps. Try to take things one step at a time. So you're more in control, you're more in focus, and you're completely aware of everything that's happening. All right? Make sure that you accept anything that goes wrong, any failure completely. Don't look for excuses. Don't try to give excuses. I get very upset when people come and give me excuses for their failures. You failed just like everybody else. All right, so no big deal. Things move on, you will move on too. But if you don't accept failure, then what happens is on a mental level, you begin to create a structure within yourself that is not used to creating excellence, because the acceptance of failure allows you to perfect whatever thing that you're working on, all right? If you don't accept it, it becomes a challenge. Now, if you want to turn your life around, one of the most important things for you to do and accept is that you have to move out of your comfort zone. If you're not comfortable, okay, you have to realize that that is a position that will allow you to grow. Lack of comfort gives you the ability to do new things. When you're comfortable, you become very, very centered around certain things that you're used to, certain domains that you're aware of, and that is not something successful people want within themselves. Because when you move out of your comfort zone, the most obvious thing you are used to after that is you start taking risks. People who are successful take risks. They move out of their comfort zone and they take a lot of risks. If you want to change your life, you need to have a lot of risks. Then, always remember, there are three things that move in tandem and they help you mature as a professional, as a successful professional. So the first thing is you observe. You observe everything around you. Second is you listen. You listen to everybody. The people you like, the people you don't like, you listen to everyone. So you observe, you listen, and then you practice. You keep practicing your art, you keep practicing your skill, you keep practicing whatever you're learning, whatever that you've observed, so that everything that you're understanding becomes a habit to you. And finally, you should know that more than your slides, more than your speeches, more than your explanations, I think it's your actions, your success that will speak for you. So if you want to be successful, and if you think you are successful, don't talk about it. People will know you're successful because your actions will definitely speak much, much more louder. So if people who want to change their life, people who want to turn things around, people who want to make a difference in their existence, well, learn to adopt these few things. The most important one of them is you need to move out of your comfort zone and start taking risks. The most important among them is that you have to observe, listen, and practice. The most important among them is accept your failures. Don't give excuses. I hope this video helps you guys, and I hope you are able to change your life for the better. All right? And do follow me on my YouTube channel. See ya.